Guys, if you're a fan like me, you probably didn't think too much about tactics as a kid. So let's have a look at the most popular tactical systems of the 1990s and the early 2000s. When you were younger, your club lined up in 2 rows of 4 with 2 strikers up top, just like everyone else. 4-4-2 was the dominant formation for so long, a generation of fans didn't know anything else. You had 2 of everything. Big scary centre-backs ready to break as many legs as necessary, full-backs, the centre-backs' little buddies who were expected to help out from time to time, central midfielders who did all the hard work, wingers who put in the crosses, did the flashy dribbling and had the wildest hairdos, and the strikers, one super tall and the other tiny, who stood around waiting for the midfielders to give them perfect passes. Sound familiar? For most of the 90s and 2000s, 4-4-2 was the formation in European football. And then Pep Guardiola came along. In 2008-2009, his first season managing Barcelona, he set him up in the old Dutch 4-3-3 and won everything. And I mean literally every competition they entered. Champions League, La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, even the FIFA Club World Cup. Talk of tikitaka dominated the zeitgeist. Of course, no single formation is the answer and no team can stay on top forever. Tikitaka only took Barcelona so far. And the eternal rivals in Madrid adapted a muscular 4-3-3 of their own that has overshadowed the Catalonians in recent years. And only a few years after Barcelona's 6 trophies, Juventus were winning the Scudetto with a formation based around 3 centre-backs. Their coach? Antonio Conte. Conte's 3-4-3 worked in Italy, and as we all saw, it definitely worked in the Premier League too. In the Italians' first year at Chelsea, they finished 7 points clear at the top of the table, an improvement of 43 points from Jose Mourinho's disastrous season the year before. But enough background. We all know that 3-back formations can work. Now let's see how they work. Let's start at the back with the row of 3 defenders. Since many teams play a single striker up front these days, the 3 centre-backs have a numerical advantage and effectively cancel him out. On the attack, the back 3 spread out and create passing triangles with the wingers and with the defensive midfielder. Moving up the pitch, no longer the little buddies of past years, wingbacks are now big boys who are crucial to make the 3-back formation work. Good wingbacks bring fluidity to the formation, creating a backline of 5 when it's time to defend and then sprinting forward to join the attack when in possession. While it is a myth that they run more than other players, they have to be true all-rounders who can switch from defense to attack in an instant. And that takes serious concentration. Moving up to the midfield, we have a couple of options. Either we take the 3-4-3 like Conte's Chelsea or the 3-5-2 like Max Allegri's 2015-16 Juventus. In a 3-5-2, the midfield is a compact 3-man unit with a deep playmaker and 2 men supporting the attack. The goal here is to combine with the 2 strikers to overload the center of the opponent's defense. Against a typical 4-3-3 formation, this will make the top of the opponent's box a dangerous place. Think about Paul Pogba and Sami Khedira scoring 13 goals together and assisting 16 more in 2015-16, mostly from this area. The 3-4-3 functions a little differently. Here, the center forward and the 2 false nines outnumber the opposing center backs, forcing the opposing fullbacks to come help out, which frees the wingbacks to get behind the defense. This is how Chelsea were able to bully the rest of the Premier League, with a combined attack of Marcos Alonso and Victor Moses on the wings, and Hazard, Costa and Pedro all around the top of the box. Scary stuff. So now we know how these formations with the 3 at the back can work. But just like in rock, paper, scissors, there's always a counter. Let's start with the 3-5-2. You remember how I said the wingbacks needed to be good at switching from attack to defense? Look at all that space behind them. For a fast winger like Arjen Robben or Leroy Sané, that space is an invitation to run wild. The 3-4-3 has the same issue with the wings, plus the fact that it relies on some defensive work from at least one of the false nines up top. And as we all know, creative, attacking midfielders don't make the best ball winners. Pedro! So that's our take on these tactics. Obviously, no one formation can do everything, and this year Pep Guardiola is once again dominating with a 4-3-3. But Spurs also look good with their 3-5-2. And if Arsenal beat them with their 3-4-2-1, well, you get the point. Anything can happen, but the coaches are the ones who create their own chances.